How are you guys doing tonight? Today someone told me I look like if Osama bin Laden went to Queer Eye. It's really weird because my partner always says I look super straight. Like if 5-in-1 body wash were a person. A little bit about me, I'm mixed. My mom's Iranian, my dad's white, trash. Growing up mixed was really difficult actually, because like Iranian kids love to test you. They'd always be like, oh, if you're Iranian, why haven't you been there? Why don't you speak the language? Why is your father proud of you? Joke's on them, my dad was never proud of me. My mom's an immigrant. She breaks a lot of stereotypes when it comes to immigrant women. Like, a lot of my friends say, oh, my immigrant mom wants me to marry inside the culture. And I'm like, my mom doesn't want me to get married. At all. I told her that I told my family that I wanted to get engaged to my partner. 2 minutes later, I get a call from the entire family except my mom saying, you need to hold off on telling your mother you're getting engaged. My dad chimed in, she's too hot right now, give it 2 weeks and I can talk her down. I'm like, is this a hostage negotiation? 2 weeks of literal radio silence because my mom was too angry, and I called my dad and said, hey, did you talk her down? And then he said, I'm gonna be honest, I had an edible, and then Bob Ross came on, and you know I just lose track of time. That man made the nicotine patch. I don't know what happened. So I call my mom, I talk to her, it's a 2-hour conversation in which at one point she says, why would your fiance even say yes? You don't have a stable income, you're basically a loser. To which my sister said, that's messed up, but actually kind of true. What's she seeing you? But she finally, after like 2 hours, she finally goes, fine, whatever. So I emailed my partner's parents, and everyone was warning me, like Chinese parents, man, they're gonna harass you, they're gonna interrogate you, it's gonna be a rough time. So I email her dad all the way in China, and 2 minutes later I get an email back saying, okay. Whatever, man. Great. And then he asked me, like, how are you planning on proposing to my daughter? And I said, oh, there's this like beautiful waterfall, we're gonna cross a bridge, I'm gonna propose. And then he goes, that's it? It's kind of lame, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, okay. And I actually got really pissed off when he said that. So out of spite, I blew over $700 renting out a theater, playing a movie of the montage of all of our time together, and I proposed, she said yes, it was great, I recorded it, I sent it to him, I'm like, what do you think of it? And then he goes, it's fine. Honestly, I heard you were an actor, I thought the production quality would be a bit better. Also, why is she crying so much? Is it because the pictures you took were so bad? I was so annoyed. I'm like, I put so much effort, but he's just finding excuses to nitpick, to which my fiance says, yeah, that's what it's like having 2 Asian parents. Welcome to the family, dude. No, but my fiance is great. She's actually bi. Guys have yeah, one person. Guys have a lot of misconceptions when it comes to dating bisexual women. It's not constant 3-ways. It's just a woman threatening to become a lesbian every time I fold the lingerie. It hits hard for you, yeah. She's like, it's so true. Yeah. Whenever Pride Month rolls around, she always makes me do all the chores. Like the other day, she said, hey, can you clean the bathtub again? I'm like, I cleaned it 2 weeks ago. It's your turn. She said, really? On Pride Month? As I said earlier, my fiance is originally from China, so I'm learning a bit of Mandarin, and a lot of people think the common phrases we use is like "I love you." No, we don't use that. The three most common phrases are "gun," "操你妈的," and "听起来是你的问题的." Which in order means fuck off, fuck you, and that sounds like a you problem, bro. I joke around, but my fiance is really great. She's a lot better than my ex's family. My ex's family hated me because I'm not Armenian and my mom is Muslim. So they called me a white trash Muslim. Yeah. And really hot take here. I don't think that's a real demographic. I don't think there's anyone in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, going, "Assalamu alaikum, brother. How's it going?" "Hey, you met my daughter, Fatima Jean?" I should have known my ex was toxic when she called herself an empath.
Hey. Wow.
She told me, "I'm an empath, I feel other people's pain. So when she cheated on me, I know it must have really hurt." It goes very deep. I like you. You relate a lot to my comedy. I feel we have the same life story. Hey, anyone ever been ghosted before? Yeah. Yeah. Ever learned who you were ghosted for on social media? No. That ever happened to you on the morning of your sister's wedding that you're supposed to officiate? Sure as shit happened to me. The fact I didn't bomb that wedding is a testament to my Jewish degree. It wasn't a waste of money, Mom. I'm not gay. But I was put in special ed for 8 years, so I know what it's like to be shoved into a closet. Yeah, I was in special ed for 8 years because I was misdiagnosed with autism. Not by a doctor, but just by my kindergarten teacher. I guess I could just do that back then. The 90s were a wild time. Oh man. Yeah, it was a weird time, but I did actually learn a lot from special ed. Like a good example is I actually won Best English as a Second Language Learner. My first language, by the way, was English. One of two things happened there. Either they assumed English was my second language because my mom's an immigrant, or my spelling tests were literally so bad that they're like, he's got to have English as a second language. No one can possibly be this shitty at English. Either way, I feel really bad for anyone that was actually learning English as a second language. Like, imagine putting that much effort into learning English only for a white kid to just take it from you at the last minute. Teach him about white privilege early. Oh man. So I'm a substitute teacher now, and substitute teaching's difficult because kids are mean. Yeah. The other day I was substitute teaching a Mandarin class, and the assignment was simple. I'm like, just write "ni hao" 10 times, and a girl was like, "I don't need to learn this stupid bat-eating language." I'm like, Jesus, girl, like, you're bilingual, you speak Spanish. How would you feel if someone said that about Spanish? She's like, Spanish is a real language. I'm like, wow, well, you're a real bitch. Long story short, I'm not allowed to teach at that middle school anymore.